Karibu.
Karibu sana to our YouTube channel. It's been so long. It's been so actually, Missy, when did you want to start this thing?
Since I was in high school, like in Form 1. Since I was in Form 1, we've been told a couple of times that we should try, because we always have videos. So for people who are on WhatsApp, or they always tell us to at least try and do a YouTube video.
So many people have been asking us for a YouTube channel, and today is finally the day.
I love what better day to start
and during the corona period.
Exactly. We're all at home.
Yeah.
So what better way to start the channel than to tell us what our experiences have been living in a family of 7. We're saying 7. We're all sisters, by the way. For people who don't know us, we're all sisters, and we're saying 7 because we live with our parents, our mom and dad, and we've been living with them for so long. So see, we go straight to the video. The point. So our first point was your parents never remember your birthday. That was my point. So in this time, where I think it was August or June. The only, but let's just clear the air. The only birthdays that I remembered are Elsie and Tracy.
Yeah,
because they are
on a holiday. 1st June.
Sisi wengine, it's only months. Mami anajonga tu. Emily, it's August. Winnie, it's April.
Vivian is February, April.
But also, April is known because we have 3 people who have birthdays in it, but they don't know the specific dates. So, Kauja December, please.
But funny thing is, Daddy knows our birthday.
Daddy knows.
He knows like this is Nani's birthday. This date is Nani's birthday.
Sisi wengine, Mami, there's a time Mami said 20 something. My birthday is on 11th. But Mami, so they never remember your
and then when you tell her, Mami, when you tell us,
let's do it for Moja. Imagine.
But we get them, like with 5 children, surely utakumbuka nani.
So you need to start saying like one
earlier,
one month before that your birthday is coming.
Imagine. Yeah. Second point was names clarity. That was Winnie's point.
Oh, names clarity. I meant, so when my mom wants to call someone, not only my mom but everyone, when you want to call someone, you start Emily, Vivian, Elsie, Tracy before you could get to that person you want.
So many people's names in your head. You can't focus on one.
So it's even worse if you're calling like Elsie, who are the last ones, because you start
I remember one day Mami told us, nikisema tu Tracy ujue naita pia
So that's the challenge. You have to start with someone. Kwanza inakonga tu ni unajua lazima utaanza Elsie, Vivian,
so names are all our names. Yeah. Especially kwanza kuna ingine ya in school, because those guys went to the same primary school.
Oh yeah.
What? So in primary school ulikuwa na jina, I don't know if this goes with the same points, but ulikuwa na jina zote. If you're called Sister Vivian,
Emily
alafu your clothes are never yours.
What? That was my point. You can never have your own clothes. Imagine if you buy something like today, kesho you'll find it in someone's suitcase. Ama mtu anapotea, goes to school with it. You see it on Instagram.
Let me just give someone a scenario. Tracy, I bought this dress.
Black dress?
No, those are green one. Those are green one. I bought 2 dresses. I told them, and then you pick a photo shoot, and then you bring them back. I never saw the dresses, and then I saw her akiwa Masai Mara with my dress.
And the worst one is that you see it on Insta. As in, you're the worst.
You see it on Instagram, you see it on WhatsApp.
And you know we have like the same followers. So if somebody takes a photo with that particular clothes, you cannot even nini.
You cannot
You can't take another
and then we have
photo.
this one rule: if you have a shoe or a cloth, any item that you bought and you haven't worn before, you're not allowed
No one is allowed
to
to wear
take
it.
pictures or even just wear it.
Yeah,
You
you're
have
not
it has
allowed
to be worn by that person first, and then
Before
sasa you can share.
Alafu there are also with the clothes, we share clothes also. That's okay.
Yeah.
But there are other clothes. Unajua kuna
That
zile
is
mambo ya out of bounds.
Your special clothes.
There's a special clothes where you have to loan. You have to loan. Ukinipea by then
Theater
lazima
loan,
nitachukua.
sometimes you pay for it with your chores,
Our
money.
money, and you have to borrow it a month earlier.
Amanda, you have to prior.
Creating home slum.
Let's start with the main one. Presidentus.
We don't even we know it came from
Presidentus.
something.
It came from a Nigerian movie.
Presidentus to us is someone who has the most money.
Money.
At that
point.
At that point.
So if you're maybe paying the bills for everyone in you're the presidentus at that time.
At
So
that
there's not
time.
a permanent president.
Yeah, we never have like
When
permanent
that
president.
day you want to treat people, so people will be like,
Presidentus.
And you have to be treated well.
You have to be gassed up.
I like the presidentus of that time. You can do chores for the presidentus. You can either because they're the ones who's paying it.
So let's say if someone has been paid now, if you've been paid now, and then you hear mtu amelipwa. Then you have let's say you wanted airtime, unakuja pole pole. You need
to get what you want.
to be airtime. Presidentus.
Unamlamba vizuri.
This alafu kwanza this other one ya food days.
Short
Airs to everything.
But LC is the one who came up with this thing. Me by there I don't
came
even
up
know.
with that.
I did.
Bambeze.
Bambeze.
Me came up with Emo and Treso and
Short forms of names.
Short form
We
of
shorted
name.
everything. Nadia kinalelewa amejua.
There's this slang they call each other. LC and Tracy, when they were young, they used to call each other Tetili and Tetili, but that one ended. And then now this time, LC came up with this name for Tracy. Drez. So there's this time we were hearing my dad. My dad was asking, Drez,
Drez nani? He even called me. He told me Elsie's mama hapa. Hii Drez
Inakuwaga
inamaanisha
nini?
Hebu niambie mlitoa wapi?
You know, we want to like have our own sheng, but tena it sounds weird and sometimes stupid.
We can't use it in jail.
This is something that's how they are.
And our names don't even need shortened.
They don't need
Hello.
Me kwanza, I refuse that. The moment I had LC, we know. No, you can't call me like that.
Emo, Elo, Treso, ama Drez.
Me also say also.
And so,
sometimes.
or me don't have a
Stupid, but anyway.
we don't have that short form. You can call me V,
No, but you've never called her Vivo.
Vivo.
Let me just think about it.
Vivo, never.
Vivian, we say Vian.
It's because we talk very fast.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have this thing we talk
So
very fast. So
Vivian was just
Vian.
and now point. Alliances.
whoa.
We
That was
always
my
have
point.
alliances. That's your point.
Alliances. Sometimes it's me and Tracy. Sometimes
Against
it's against someone. But yeah, they're not permanent.
We don't have like permanent alliances, so most of the time it's always LC and Tracy. That is a fixed alliance. That's a fixed alliance. But sometimes it shifts to Winnie and Emily, and then sometimes Vivian and Emily.
But I think I'm the only person who doesn't have most alliances.
You
had an alliance with them.
You are thinking, remember, kila mtu akijiuliza Why do you
Mbona
have?
mnajua
Why do you know stories?
Moja na si atu-
Na si ati- Oh, and then I'm always the one left out where we sleep, our sleeping positions. How they
Steven and I share
Roommates?
room.
they share room, and then I have my own room.
So our rooms are much closer to
To each other, and then now me, when they have stories in the middle of the night, they have boyfriend stories. I never know about these boyfriend stories until like the next
So she
time.
doesn't come.
Yeah.
She
We
doesn't.
invite her all the time.
She doesn't come.
But you
When
know
we
my
watch
room
a
is like
movie-
all the way like Mbali before you
But
come
you just
to me.
come,
just
we
come.
we talk for a while, then
we,
you
we
go
bond
back.
more when we watch YouTube videos. We invite her all the time. She doesn't come. So, but also about kitu ingine about alliances. Sometimes it's usually everyone against
one person.
Oh yeah.
It's not usually ati watu wawili.
If you've done something bad, by the way.
Of which it's always
It's a good and bad
it's a
thing.
good and bad thing,
Yeah.
because sometimes it helps us, at least you know when you've done a wrong thing. Hakuna mtu ako on your side,
your
like
side.
people and on the right side. Hakunanga ati
Yeah.
we are smothering you because you.
But it's also bad when you feel ganged up on.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sisi, it's a gang. We're not at a three.
Hey, if all
Gang
people
up
get
on you,
I love how everyone has
And then it's
big
not like that.
voices.
And then it's not like that. If you have 4 people and then you add mommy, not even daddy, just add mommy.
You're
die.
dead. And everyone wants to say their point of view.
Imagine.
Everyone is shouting.
This one, just wait for it. Kelele.
Oh my
Noise. Noise. Like us guys, mimi sijui. I think, I don't know, I think something else, it's because of our background, because we were born with very loud voices.
Everyone, like
And
everyone.
then we are many. So if you put 5 loud voices, it's not funny. It's not funny.
And then it comes from our dad's side, because I
Yeah.
feel like our dad's side, they are loud.
Loud.
They are really loud. When they speak, they speak. They speak.
They
They
speak.
They
and
don't
they're hard.
share.
They're hard.
And
they're
mommy always complains about it. Imagine she exaggerates everything.
When
She
you used to
can't
live in Zima.
Emily.
I remember when you used to live in Zima.
Hey.
When you live in Zima, and from our place to the state was like, I don't know, sijui kunini, but 2 kilometers, maybe 1 kilometer. Mommy used to say she can hear our voices from the
stage.
From the stage. Ati ametoka tu matatu hivi.
Imagine
She can hear our voices.
she comes like this.
Alianza kusema kwa gate, alafu akaona kwa gate
Kwa gate haifanyi kazi. So
And there was also this time the neighbors came.
yeah.
What is happening? What is it? Nothing is happening. We are just conversing.
They thought we were fighting.
They thought we were fighting and we were just
If you're
talking.
coming because we are talking, imagine if we fight.
Imagine. You remember that
World War
recently?
III.
That recently. When we were watching Sauti
debate.
Sol. No, it was Sauti Sol.
We were watching the Sauti Sol
concert. Oh, that was Mami. And then this other one is when Daddy was watching a debate.
news.
A debate. So we were just chilling and we were just talking. Actually, we were just talking. No music, no, and we were just talking. Akatoka. Yani mtu haezi kuwa na watch newspaper. Akatoka tu na ni akaswitch to kila kitu. Staki.
And remember what mommy said? Yani usiku ikifika nyindo sasa mnaanza. Forum ya usiku inakuanga ya kazi gani?
And actually, it's Daddy who complained to Mami.
Yeah.
Because he can't complain directly.
Daddy is shy. That brings us to our next point, comparison. So you'd think because we are 5 girls, there's a lot of comparison in our house, because you're told to be like this one, or you're told to be like this, or you're expected to be the same. In our family, it's different. Because our parents have always been walking on eggshells around us, trying so hard not to compare us, so that we feel like we're the same. And I think that's a very good thing. They've done a very good job.
They don't like comparing us.
Especially when it comes to Elsie and Tracy, because Elsie and Tracy are twins. So it's usually, even they choose their words right. They have to pick what they're saying so that you don't feel like you're being compared.
Because I remember even when Elsie and Tracy were still in high school before they cleared, and then now when they got there, okay, obviously they can't get the same results, so they would call someone. You'd hear my dad at least making sure the other person doesn't really feel bad ama kitu kama
He
hiyo.
was so careful with his words. When he congratulates one, he
Make
makes
sure
sure
the
the
other
other
one
one
is
is
congratulated. So we've not really had that at the comparison thing because we are different actually.
We're
in our
very
houses.
different.
Very different. As much as
Thank God
we
that
are
we're the same age,
ish,
Kind of,
but
but
we are
different in our
different
ways,
personalities.
in our
Yeah.
ways.
and also with the rest of us, we are. If it comes to your talents, your books, your everything, we have honestly
We do not
we
even
started talking
compare.
about this and we're thinking, I may have never felt a time when
we
felt
compared.
Exactly.
Hapana.
Next point.
Oh, getting lost in someone else's personality.
Oh, that was my point. You know, when you're used to living with 5 people, you find yourself moving with the crowd. Sometimes you
Yeah.
don't even know exactly who you are until you go to school far away,
Yeah.
like me and Elsie.
Yeah.
Now I think we're more aware of ourselves now that we have lived by ourselves for some time.
Yeah.
By the way, personally, I learned my personality after I went to uni because hapa kwanza mimi you see hapa tukiwa pamoja we are like everyone loves makeup, everyone loves movies.
We are a gang.
Then when
We are a squad.
I,
So we are just moving.
exactly. So after I lived by myself, I realized like some things that I'm used to at home. I don't even like.
And then we also just living together. See, it's a bad thing, but we find ourselves pouring out our. Yani you pick something from someone not because you really like it, but it's you. But you just started behaving that way because everyone is behaving that way.
Okay, because I remember before we used to push Elsie to go to, not even Elsie, Vivian. Vivian monopaki lipstick. Vivian monopaki.
I even
makeup
and
was
then
a modeling.
I
wasn't
because
even
you know,
interested.
even when you're young, everyone was just calling her a model. So she's grown knowing that she's supposed to be a model. Nini. So when we were still together, we tried out that thing. But
she went to audition.
Shawnees of Zote.
I was signed up by Nini.
By a modeling
Agency, a big one.
I remember when we used to live in Zima, this video we made on Facebook, the one where we were wearing clothes and so everyone was wearing crop tops and I didn't want to wear any of that. I didn't even want to wear a short. I didn't want my stomach out. I didn't want really short shorts, but I had to do it because I felt like everyone was doing it
at that time.
And then they were like, Tracy tukutafute kidogo, shika vaa hii utakaa vizuri.
She was even awkward in that video. I remember when we were dancing.
But again, it depends with your voice. Yeah. You know, there's this thing, there was this period I used to be like a tomboy. Sasa, you'd find me, the way I used to wear na kila kitu, you'd hear my dad complain, yani Winnie anavanga tu kama kijana, Winnie anavanga kama kijana. But when you have that voice and you're sticking up for yourself, you will still do the same thing, as you still do what you want to do. But now when it comes to kama kina Elsie and Tracy, when they feel like they are wow bado ni wadogo, they wouldn't really start saying
that's the good thing about growing up.
At least
now
you can
speak.
You have your own voice.
For me, I can say, I remember how he used to force me with makeup. But me, I'm not really a fan of makeup. But when I see my sisters wearing makeup, I want to put on makeup. I want to look like them. So you see, I used to get lost inside that. But when I went to uni, now I know that it's okay.
Growing up fast. I'll start with mine. It wasn't my point, but I'll start with my perspective. I'll speak for Winnie and I, and she can speak also for herself. Us, since we were the bigger ones, or if you look at us, our family is divided into 3. There's wakubwa, mkatikati ni mmoja, huyu amekuanga mkatikati for the longest time, alafu wadogo. So wakubwa, we've always been grown. Like you're 6 years old, but wewe ni mtu mkubwa. So you take your sisters to school, you cook. We started cooking sijui when
we started cooking
from ugali tulikuwa tunakoroga
man kitambo.
So tulikuwa wakubwa kwa kitambo. So we had to grow up very fast, being the first born.
I think for me and Elsie, we grew up fast in terms of we spend time with our elder sisters, so much time that when we go to spend time with our peers, it's like tunaona ni kama wako na they are immature, exactly.
But then we have had a lot of problems fitting in. I didn't tell you. So I'm growing up really fast, and to me, okay, they are doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But for me, I see it as immaturity. It's a problem.
Also, I'll say that also that's growing up fast. When you go to maybe uni, when I went to uni in my first year, my second year, I used to think people will tell you they don't know how to cook. You're thinking,
Oh yeah, you think what you mean?
Are you serious? I can't do what? Because you're so used to doing things for yourself and do it for your younger sisters. You're thinking, how old are you? Aje, how do you take funny kitchen? People will tell you things. Someone says something, you're thinking, how can you say that?
Yeah. So you'd find yourself even fitting more with
older people.
Which is really not what we advise them. We should go step by step. Have friends who are
when you're in first year, do your first year things.
Do your first year things, second year things, till you finish.
We are our own entertainment.
Oh!
Hey.
We don't need to go anywhere, by the way. We're not even exaggerating.
But
even when
honestly,
we were younger, playing, we didn't have to go outside to play. Exactly. We were a squad, which is a
police and robber.
I think even during this the first quarantine times when we were all at home at curfew at 7, I don't think we were as bored as other people.
Like people were complaining,
we were fine.
We are just okay.
Alafu, there's this thing about us, we are somehow of homebodies. Because we're not used to going. Considering we've had parents who are strict and equenda events and all these other things. Those are things that we
learned
later. We don't know, but we've learned them like afterwards. So we've been more of homebodies, so we know how to
entertain
ourselves.
And we're not even talking about it sitting on a TV the whole day.
We don't even watch
TV. We don't watch
TV. Sit down, pick a stories the
whole day. Kwanza when the lights are gone, that is just the
we can even stay for I don't know, 10 hours. 10 hours. And wake up the next morning and still continue talking.
Forum ya
usiku. And then if we get our parents.
Forum ya usiku.
There's this time we said tutatengeneza bash na tusi-invite watu.
There's this time we went to Obachi's ranch. So when we went to Obachi's ranch, we would see like other people watu kama wamechill. But our table was lit. We were just standing. But our table was lit.
Everyone, some people started even recording.
Obachi came to our table. Our table was just lit and we were just having a class.
Hi. One more point. Growing up, we didn't appreciate our number.
That was my point. That was my point. When we used to be smaller, we used to feel like we are kama squad kikubwa. So when we would,
it wasn't pretty.
Rende. You know when we were small tulikuwa hivi ni kama tumanivi kidogo.
You can't even go out.
We would be told wengine wabaki, wengine we can't even go out for shopping together. You would feel it.
Imagine even going to church.
Wengine wende the first mass, wengine wende the second mass. So we are used to, and we love it. Like we really love it right now, and we really appreciate it more. Even me, when I want to have kids like later on in the future, I would really love to have like a bigger family because I really appreciate this.
Also, you can't go wrong with stuff like dressing.
That brings us to our next point.
And you can't make bad decisions because
you always have 4 opinions.
You have 4 opinions. 4 candid opinions.
Opinions.
Yeah. alafu you can even do a survey like if some people decide this and support you go with the majority.
Alafu uzuri, no one can ever lie to you.
Yeah,
Kama you're looking bad, akasema tu ati uko sawa, you just know.
Kwanza when you see someone just looking at you, would you are looking fine? When someone is looking at you,
They don't have to tell you. They don't have to tell you.
when someone is just looking at you,
Imagine, by the way, is that a problem or is that a good thing? Because
I think it's a good
I
thing.
think it's us. Just us.
It's so hard for you to tell
yeah,
someone
it's
you
hard
look
for us
good.
to compliment.
To compliment.
Hey, unakaa poa. Kwanza we don't know this thing about sijui gassing up.
Ati gassing up.
Ati
Oh.
like, I love
Step
you.
on us.
Step on us. Kwanza si hata hivyo. Kwanza on Instagram, the way people are always on people's comments. Ati nini.
We don't even comment on each other's photos.
But then we need to start.
We don't even comment on anyone's
But
post.
yeah, step on us.
It's too much. It's not us. We cannot. Hatuwezi jiwekea ama tujui.
Also, I feel like that is the realest person in the house. Ukikaa vibaya atakwambia.
Na hata kwambia na ubaya itakuwa yako Emily. And if you don't shoot, but then he'll be okay with it. Utaenda tu.
But I think it's a good thing. It's us. It's the way we do things.
Yeah.
Akikupatia hiyo macho.
Plus
Unakaa
also,
vizuri.
I think if you gas someone up so much,
It loses meaning.
every time, at least
Kila
Kila
time.
time.
Step on us. Say,
Unless
you're
when he president.
Ujue ni wewe unalipa bills.
President unafanya.
That's it for our topic today. We really hope that we would continue this as much as possible as we can, because we live in different areas of this country. So when we get time, we hope that we'll
Imagine,
continue
this
doing
is our
this.
first video and we are so excited.
nervous at first.
Yeah. But then we were so
I
not.
hope you're going to enjoy it.
And
View what
you
we
guys,
have.
don't just view, subscribe.
Share.
Like, share, show your friends.
Subscribe, like, share,
Comment.
Turn on
Turn
the
on the
post
post notifications. Baheri.